Welcome, my dearest friends and fellow Americans, as it wouldn't be a podcast if I didn't talk about Erika. Erika Kirk. Story takes another turn, but it's not because investigators release anything new, but because the online pressure campaign around her is exploding. And Candace Owens is escalating her questions. Baron Apollo Creed Coleman, Baron, stop ducking the Italian Stallion, is doubling down on his timeline claims. And Erika Kirk's own public behavior is raising more eyebrows and answers. What don't you know? The official investigation remains quiet, but the conversation around it is anything but. Welcome to the Joe Rossano Show. Good news, folks. The Erika Kirk Circus is still playing at a tent near you. She doesn't say anything. All right. Private scrutiny of Erika Kirk has not released any new statements regarding the timeline questions, disputed travel details, or the Succession audio controversy. Her public appearances remain limited. She's scared. That's her claim. With no new long form interviews or clarifications. Now, before I get into Candace Owens and my dear friend Baron Apollo Creed Coleman, they are going to make me put my glasses on because, day to day, it's like getting hard to keep up. Online discussion continues to focus on timeline inconsistencies, event no-shows, and conflicting accounts tied to the days surrounding the incident. So we'll start with our friend Candace Owens here. Okay, so what you got for us, Candace? She continues to raise questions, not present conclusions, because we know that. That's what she does. It's day after day. It's tune in tomorrow for the next bombshell. She talks about friends of hers over TPUSA to tell her stuff, but, never any hard evidence. We know that. Her recent commentary focuses on disputed timelines and involving Erika Kirk and TPUSA. That's why I got that drinking game. When Candace says Erika, we'll get to that one in a moment. As always, my dearest friends and fellow Americans, if you could be so kind to please click the subscribe button, like, share, comment, click the notification bell for all latest episodes of the Joe Rossano Show. For all you Erika Kirk, Candace Owens, and Baron Coleman lovers, I'll be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock live to answer your questions, to respond to your comments, and I'm going to do it live. It's youtube.com at the Joe Rossano Show. So we have unclear context and public explanations. Reporting describes her role as fueling renewed scrutiny. That's what they say about Candace Owens, that she fuels all of this scrutiny, not presenting verified investigative findings. Owens has referenced Baron Apollo Creed Coleman's work. I'm just kidding, Baron. I like you. As material she's reviewing, not endorsing. So let's get to our pal Baron here. Baron Coleman continues to publish timeline-based critiques. This guy is a regular sleuth. I got to give it to this cat. I really, really do. He's a regular Joe Kenda. So he looks at travel records, at event attendance, contradictions, gaps in publicity, available chronology. Let's see here. What else does he do? His work is frequently cited in online discussions, including by Candace Owens. Candace and Baron, they seem to be thick as thieves, they are, but remains independent commentary, right? I mean, is it? I guess it's not official investigative material, but it's pretty darn compelling. Now that I got to give them. I have got to give them that. The combination of Owens' questions and Coleman's timelines has created a feedback loop driving more public interest. That, Candace and Baron, is gangster. That's gangster. I'm seriously, watch Baron Coleman, but you got to watch the end. Okay, let me give you a quick warning. His shows are like 3 hours long, right? Baron Coleman starts each of his podcast clean shaven. So if you log in towards the end, he has a full beard. And I suggest eating a meal, going to the bathroom before his show starts, or prepare to pause it. None of the major claims circulating online have been confirmed by investigators. Okay. But who knows what they're lying about? Now, I'm not saying that Candace and Baron are lying here, folks, but, all I want to see is the evidence. Okay. Macron's wife. There's a very good one. I want the D pick. I want the D pick. I really do. Somebody says, hey, man, that guy over there has a vagina. Drop your trowel. Let me see the veg. Okay. Somebody says that woman has a penis. Pull him down. Let me see the D. Or I'm not going to come on here and report that. The dominant theme across platforms is the destruct of official narratives, not verified evidence, because there never is. As of this morning, there are no new official statements from investigators regarding timeline corrections, travel records, succession audio authenticity. That's the thing. Basically, what they're claiming is Charlie Kirk said that, hey, my beautiful wife, Erika, is my successor. Something should happen to me. She is going to be the CEO. There's people in the room, they don't remember it. Now, how could you not remember that? If my wife were here, you know what she would tell you? I'm the dumbest son of a gun alive. But if I'm in that room and Charlie Kirk says that, Erika Kirk's going to be the CEO if something happens to me, are you kidding me? You think that's something that I would forget? They didn't forget. It's all a bunch of lies. It's getting on my freaking nerves. So the silence is contributing to this vacuum, folks. That is what I always say to Erika Kirk. Go on Candace Owens live, right? Not some taped, edited stuff. Go on her show, Erika. You and Candace. Boom. Fight this thing out. Nice little cat fight. I would love to see that one. Oh my goodness. You know how much I'd pay to see Candace and Erika duke it out? Oh, I'd love it. But Erika doesn't, Candace says all of this stuff. Erika doesn't say anything back except stop, wipe one eye, stop. I mean, I guess that's a pretty good defense is stop. Now, Candace isn't stopping. She's making millions of dollars because your husband got assassinated, so she's not stopping. So here's where things stand. The official investigation is quiet, but the online conversation is louder than ever. Erika Kirk isn't talking. Candace Owens is asking sharper questions. Baron Apollo Creed Coleman is pushing harder on the timeline. And the public is left trying to make sense of the story with more commentary than clarity. Until investigators speak, which they're not going to, because I think we caught them in a few things. Like, Baron, if you're watching, I'm kidding with you. I like you. I really do. I'm not going to pay $400 to ask you a question, but I do like you. And you are right about this, Baron. A 30-odd six? A 30-odd six? Yeah. His head would have exploded. Believe me, that wasn't a 30-odd six. That some 22-year-old kid took one shot and maybe the best marksmanship in the history of marksmanship. But the vacuum remains. Speculation will keep on growing. So let me see if I can get the latest here for you folks. Again, I gotta put my glasses on here, of course. So this is what they are saying. Okay, we got Baron Apollo Creed Coleman. Coleman posted a message he said came from a journalist on the ground in Athens, claiming TPUSA spokesman Andrew Colvett told the crowd Erika was receiving very serious threats, so she's not going to be here today. Although the Secret Service is here because the vice president is here. Hey, look, I'll tell you what, if the Secret Service is somewhere with the vice president, I'm not scared of anybody. The journalist also suggested the threats were being blamed on Candace and folks like Baron Coleman. Now they're blaming Candace and Baron for it. I mean, look, I got to be honest with you. Candace and Baron. Let me speak directly to Candace and Baron. Actually, you know what? I hope you're right, guys. I really do. I'm in neutral because later I don't have anything to explain. I hope Erika Kirk, honestly, is guilty of conspiracy to murder her husband because of all the stuff you guys put her through. This airplane doesn't have a number on it, and where was Andrew Colvett, etc. I got to tell you, I hope she's involved. I hope she is a big fat spy. I hope she's a government asset and all the other stuff because, by golly, you sure have made it very difficult for the widow. Coleman's posted highlighted contradictions in the threat narrative. The journalist he quoted noted the venue was heavily secured by Secret Service and state troopers, calling the threat explanation extremely cringe and awkward. They also pointed out the low attendance, around 1,200 people. Charlie Kirk had 1,200 people in his living room. Okay. Again, I told you TPUSA, they're finished. I'm saying it. They're finished. TPUSA was Charlie Kirk. All right. Unless you really followed his stuff, unless you're a nerd like me, did you really ever say, well, TPUSA will be at the college next week? No, Charlie Kirk will be at the college next week. I regret to say Charlie Kirk is deceased. He is assassinated. TPUSA is finished. I mean, it's not even worth reporting on anymore. It's finished. So they said the energy was far lower than previous TPUSA events. Baron, who is this guy? I mean, you don't give up your source. But I got to tell you, Baron Apollo Creed Coleman, the guy says that it's low energy and it's lower than previous TPUSA events. What do you expect? What do you expect? I'm glad you're a lawyer and not like a journalist because that's a no-brainer. You mean to tell me that the guy who invented TPUSA, the face of TPUSA, is dead and it's low energy at TPUSA events? Well, hey, thanks for clearing that up, Baron. We really appreciate that. So let's see. Coleman post helped fuel the online debate. His sharing of the text became a catalyst for Owens' response and broader conservative media scrutiny. Owens later criticized Coleman directly, accusing him of amplifying ununified claims about death threats. Let me read that again. Owens later criticized Coleman directly, accusing him of amplifying unverified claims about death threats. Gee, I wonder if Candace and Baron are going to go at it. My money is on Apollo Creed Coleman. So let's see what Candace has to say here. Okay. All right. Owens repeatedly accused Erika Kirk of lying about security threats. Owens said Erika did not skip the event because of threats, but because of poor ticket sales. Well, Candace, sounds reasonable. Sounds reasonable. I mean, yeah. I mean, she's embarrassed. And why wouldn't she be? I mean, TPUSA is finished. You heard it here. And have your lawyer send me a letter. I don't care. Let's see here. She also criticized Erika's team and her closest threat, saying they believe they can mislead the public. I suppose Owens tied her criticism to broader TPUSA issues. Did you now? She said TPUSA is quietly rescheduling other events due to low turnout. She challenged Erika to release the alleged video of Charlie Kirk naming her as his successor. All right, Candace, we agree again. Look at this. We're doing good, Candace Owens and I today. Candace, you should have me on. I think we like each other now. And Baron Apollo Creed Coleman, stop ducking me, sir. I know you know who I am. We got mutual friends. I know that you know who I am. I'd hate for you to stoop, Baron, please. I'll tell you what, I'll ask you $100 question. Does that give me 5 minutes with you, brother? I'm ready when you are. All right, the Italian Stallion, stop ducking me. So, what else is going on in this tragic tale is you got Candace making comments. You got Baron giving you timelines and flight records. I mean, I got to tell you something, folks. If my plane is ever delayed, I am going to call Baron Coleman. because he seems to know where every airplane is. A plane took off from Mar-a-Lago, and it's possible that Erika was actually at the event. Never evidence showing it. Now, here's another thing, Baron. I'm going to call you out here, brother. Oh, yeah, stick around, bro. Okay, so where is it? Coleman posted a message he said came from a journalist on the ground in Athens, claiming TPUSA spokesman Andrew Colvett told the crowd Erika was receiving very serious threats. So, if you got a buddy of yours here, Baron Apollo Creed Coleman, that was actually in Athens, and you are claiming that Erika may have been backstage. Well, all right, you got somebody there with a press pass. Did they see Erika? They didn't exactly see her, but you were quick to give that flight information, weren't you? I love it. I think that is so funny, Baron Coleman. I really do. Baron Apollo Creed Coleman. I mean, every time, look, this is the flight manifest. A flight took off from here. Andrew Colvett must have been on that flight. Now, I've got no concrete evidence that I can provide in court for this, but that's right around the time that Baron Apollo Creed Coleman says, well, this isn't court. Anything that has to do with this assassination, with this young 22-year-old that's in jail for it, it's not court. So I don't have to provide evidence that is court worthy. All right. I got you, sir. I got you. Baron, if you want to join me tomorrow, 1 p.m., I'll be here live. Okay. I'll write it and we'll do it live. 1 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, youtube.com at The Joe Rossano Show. As always, God bless you, my dearest friends and fellow Americans. Do not forget to adopt a pet. Coleman, stop ducking me. Stop ducking me, Baron. And we'll see you next time.